I mean, this is pretty cool. Seeing the boxed and television, the boxed Atari. This stuff is very retro and very cool. Oh, we've got some PlayStation long boxes as well.
I remember renting it when I was a kid.
Oh, really? I miss renting games. Spider-Man and the Sinister Six. That's cool. I don't. How's it look? Okay, let's put it on the pile then. Straight away, Virtua Fighter 2. 60 bucks. That's probably more than I want to spend. Beast Wrestler for 120. That's freaking cool. What is up, friends, and welcome back to the latest episode of Thrifting Throwdown. As always, I'm your host, Eldab Schreier, for this weird, wacky, wild, and sometimes wet journey into the world of game hunting. Because here on Thrifting Throwdown, our goal is to build a massive video game collection and to do it as cheaply as possible by hitting up yard sales, flea markets, and thrift shops.
You know, that's not the worst idea I've ever heard.
Last episode, we turned up an absolute ton of games, including an entire mystery box of video games, and that pushed our game total so dang close to 3,000 games. In fact, we are only 24 games away from 3,000 games in the collection as we start off today's game hunt. So I'm out here standing in the rain because we need to get to 3,000 games today, which is why I am in the heart of Allentown visiting the indoor garage sale at Ag Hall right now. Last year we had some fun here and picked up a bunch of cool games, so I'm hoping to have the same kind of luck today. But that's about enough talk for now. I am getting soaked. It is time to head inside and see what we can find today on another episode of Thrifting Throwdown. So lace up your boots, let's hit the road. It is time for some game hunting. Oh yeah! All right, the first sighting I've had here of any game, anything, a dirty old UMD for Hitch. Let's see if it's in there. Oh yeah, oh wait, what? Once Upon a Time in Mexico? No way. So not even the movie that it says is in there, unfortunately, but since it's the first thing I've seen, I feel like I want to make an offer on it. Is this your stuff? $1 for this? $1? Okay, yeah, I'll grab that. Oh yeah, there's some cool stickers too. All right, this is my first purchase of the day. I thought I was like, I have to get hitched. Thank you very much. Have a good one.
Oh no, not a great start.
These are really freaking cool. The mint on card, X-Men, Kill Spree. These are so cool. Like, they're pure nostalgia because I remember playing with these growing up. Another Kill Spree. And these were always fun because the colors were so bright and like they literally pop when you're playing with them. I'm trying to find someone I remember. Richter, I feel like I definitely played with him. I see Sabretooth over here too. And then there's Colossus in the back. That's one that I definitely had as a kid. Oh, what's that one? Cannonball? Oh, that's awesome. Oh man, Power Ranger stuff as well.
Help anybody?
Do you have any video games? Oh, okay.
Just be careful on how you handle it. Those are really...
These are cool. They're very nice.
Those are collectible action figures, and they're worth more than your car.
Ran a box of games. What are you asking on the games in the box over here? Miss. What are you asking on the games over here? Oh, they have tags on them. Oh, $10 for Transformers? Oh, you hear that? She said she'll go down. Rayman Arena? Well, I definitely don't want to do $10 a piece. Jesus, $20 for Rumble Racing? That seems spicy. Yeah, these are... Oh my god, $10 for Guitar Hero? What's Madden at? $10! Oh my god! Yeah, I definitely can't justify $10 on Madden.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
I just noticed you've got more games over here. So let's see. Oh, the older stuff. Yeah, Game Boy Advance stuff. I see Spyro, Scooby-Doo, Tetris. The SP. Oh, and it's sold. Oh, that's good. That's funny. That's cool. Yeah, you've got Pokemon cards as well. What are you doing on the Pokemon cards? So just selling them all? That's cool. Yeah, I don't know much about Pokemon cards.
Well, there's more than 50 cards in. So
Yeah.
$5, so that's a good deal.
Gotcha.
Somebody wants to sell an individual, they'll make money.
Yeah, it makes sense. All right, I just spotted the first reseller booth. Look at all of those games lined up over there. We got loose games. Apparently they have waifu prints over here too. Whole bunch of stickers, one for $1. Some gaming posters as well. I see Fortnite, I see Donkey Kong over here. That's some cool stuff. Oh, let's see what a waifu print looks like. Oh yeah, that is inappropriate for this channel. We will move on to the games. Cartoon Network Racing for 20 bucks. Don't know what that is, but it's 20 bucks. Let's look at the prices over here. 25, 5, 20, 15, 4. Okay, so there's some $4 games. I see a $3 game. There may be some common stuff mixed in. Should I try to find some cheap common stuff here or just skip the reseller booth? That's always one of the challenges I have when I'm out thrifting at a place like this. It's like, do I want to spend the time looking here or do I want to try to look elsewhere? Do I want to spend my time with the waifu prints or do I want to look elsewhere? $2 for Zumba. That's pretty on par. Let's look at some of the older stuff here.
$5.
Which one was $5?
Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune was $5. Football was $5. What about this stuff over here, like the N64 stuff? Anything good there? 170 on F-Zero X. Banjo-Kazooie, 175. $25 for Wheel of Fortune. Oh my gosh. There's a cool selection here. There is a bunch to look at. Total Recall, Star Trek. I'm seeing all kinds of games. But I don't think we're going to find anything here that's in my price range. So I think we're going to keep looking. Okay, spotted another reseller booth. Let's see how the prices are. Some original Xbox games. $8, $9, $12, $8, $20. House of the Dead. Horror title, so it's probably worth that, I guess. $6, $7. Ooh, that's seeing a lot of 8s and 10s. 5s and 6s. 5 on Skyrim. That's not surprising. What are we seeing in the Xbox One stuff? 25, 12, 10. Lots of high numbers so far. I do see some Wii stuff and some NES stuff right there, so I can look through that too. How are the Switch games? I assume these are going to be the most expensive. 30s, 20s. I'm seeing nothing cheap here. 45. $4 on golf. There's a game called Fighting Golf. Lee Trevino's Fighting Golf. I never knew there was a fighting golf game. That is interesting. Not worth anything, I'm sure, but Batman, I remember playing that. I actually have Captain Skyhawk already, believe it or not. Yeah, that one's beat up. Really beat up. Look at the condition on that thing.
John Elway's quarterback of $4.
Yeah. Pro wrestling. That's cool. Very cool. Not $6 cool though. we'll put that back. Taboo the Sixth Sense. I always love like just seeing stuff I've never heard of. Taboo the Sixth Sense. Like I'm sure this isn't rare, but I've literally never heard of it. Alright, I found LV Gamer's booth. Ooh, a bunch of figures in the package. What is this guy, Deathlock? Lobo? Okay, yeah, I don't know my figures clearly. Hello, hello. Which toad's your cheap toad?
These are $1. Any of these loose games are $3. But anything else? Anything yet? They're all mixed in together.
$3 for a web browser? I would take that. Really? Wow. I've only found one thing so far. I found a UMD video for $1. That's the only thing I found, really.
Did you see that?
Power Stone?
And it's for the Dreamcast.
Yeah. $25.
I just thought it was an interesting Dreamcast.
All right, let's look through here. 25. Ooh. 25. We'll definitely look these prices up and keep them honest. 11 for Air Combat. Cleopatra's Fortune? That's one of those games that I've never heard of. Let's pull out Cleopatra's Fortune. We'll buy that one.
Yeah, you get those for like $1 probably.
$4 for Dukes of Hazzard.
No, I'm not that guy.
Man, goodness, yeah, $20 for that. $20 for that. The boxed Game Boy Advance stuff is really cool. Let me move over tote here.
I'll hold on to this one, I guess.
Thank you. Don't want to lose track of that. I picked out one game so far.
One he's never heard of, so.
Funky Barn. Wizards and Warriors. That was in that box I just saw the other day.
So these are $5, but if you want, I think this is the only one that's over. But if you want any of these, $3 each. If you want.
Okay, yeah.
That's it.
Top Secret Episode. I'm not familiar with that.
Go-Go 13.
What's that?
Go-Go 13.
Go-Go 13, is that what it's called?
Yeah. It's a good game.
Go-Go 13. Yeah, that one I'm interested in, potentially. Did you play this one?
I really years ago.
Yeah.
I remember renting it when I was a kid.
Oh, really? I miss renting games. Spider-Man and the Sinister Six. That's cool. I don't. How's it look? Okay, let's put it on the pile then. So I didn't film it, but obviously you were walking around and you found a bunch of stuff a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
Anything else jump out at you?
Nothing really. Just when you're here, you gotta look underneath.
Look under the tables. That's the tip. I've been looking under the tables ever since you said that. Still no luck though. All right. What were you doing on the Xbox games?
They're all varied, but I'll cut you a deal. A lot of this stuff's cheaper because it's Xbox, but they're all in good shape.
Yeah, they look really clean. That's why I was like, oh, okay, let's get some Xbox stuff.
I'll cut you a deal. It's cheap.
Got Worms. The game, not the infection. Lord of the Rings. I'm a Lord of the Rings mark. We'll throw that on the pile. Ooh, Game of the Year edition. That's cool. Let's do Oddworld. There we go. All right, Oddworld, the browser, Lord of the Rings, Russian Attack, Wizards and Warriors, Cleopatra's Fortune. It ain't much, but it's honest work.
Looking for one particular game. I think it's $15 now.
$15? Am I hearing this right? $15? That's a heck of a deal. Thank you so much. All right, just found another game mixed in. We've got Let's Play Ballerina. Unfortunately, that is definitely one I have, but it's a good time. Can you bring that bag over here, baby? Thank you. Good time to check in real fast with what we've got. So we've got that browser. We've got that Cleopatra game for the PS1. I've never played that. Obviously, I don't think this is anything special, but that was cool to pick up. Some NES games, Wizards and Warriors, Russian Attack, which sounds like a fun game, so I'm looking forward to trying that. Then we picked up some original Xbox titles as well. Oddworld Munch's Odyssey. I haven't played this one in a long time, so that should be fun. And of course, had to get Lord of the Rings just because I'm such a huge Lord of the Rings mark. So yeah, not doing too bad. We've still got one room to go through over there, so fingers crossed we can find a few more games and, you know, make this trip all the more special. Found another mother load of games. There's this whole shelf right here which is double-sided. There's this whole shelf which is double-sided, and these totes on the ground. I'm kind of hoping totes on the ground means we're looking at some clearance prices, but we can spot check that real fast. $12 for Obscura The Aftermath. That's probably, if I had to guess, fair, but you know, who knows? I don't know all the prices off the top of my head. Oh no, someone broke a glass. Someone broke a glass. They're gonna be in trouble. Let's look at some of the DS stuff over here. I'm sure there's some cheap DS stuff. $10 for Tony Hawk's Motion. Okay,
More games, more toys, stuff like that.
Okay, sounds good. He's got systems, games, and toys, and there's Silverlicious. I've never heard of that. It's probably some like cheesy, yeah. No idea what this is. But it's $12.
Well, that's a series. That girl has like a series.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I think it's Pinkalicious. It's like her.
Today I learned. I mean, this is pretty cool. Seeing the boxed in television, the boxed Atari. This stuff is very retro and very cool. Oh, we've got some PlayStation long boxes as well. Destruction Derby, NFL Game Day. God damn, this guy has a lot of games.
Well, I mean, you can tell why, because straight off the bat, when you start seeing $15 for Atari games, loose Atari games, you're gonna have a lot of games, because I don't think anyone's really paying that price. But I mean, the hope is always, like, I'm an optimist. I would like to find some cheap games mixed in, but so far, no luck to that end. But let's keep looking and see what else we can find.
Ah, the hunt continues!
Is that not the cutest dog ever? Dress up like a bunny rabbit. Oh my God, what a cute little pupper, the skirt. I love this dog so much, I don't even know it. Hey, pupper, can I pet your dog? Hey.
Daisy, go say hi.
Daisy, aw. Springtime pup, I love this skirt, it's so cute.
Thank you.
Daisy, so well behaved too.
Thank you.
All right, have fun.
Well, aren't you the cutest little thing?
How's it going? Good, good. Just checking out your games here. If I were to grab like 3 of them, would you do like 3 for 10?
This depends on which ones.
So $5, and I guess this one? Maybe this one? I don't know. This one, I guess.
These 3 right here. The best I can do is 12.
12 for the 3?
Yeah.
I'll do that. That's fine. Oh, you got a Game Gear sitting there. You know what? I just bought a Game Gear a few months ago, and I literally couldn't get it to work.
That's how it is. The screen doesn't light up.
The screen doesn't light up? Here, can you break a 20 for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. We've been opening it up, trying to fix it and stuff, and I just can't seem to get it to work. It's so frustrating.
No, it's just a piece of junk.
All right, quick food break. Let's see what they've got here at the snack stand. Hot dogs, burgers, pierogies, chicken tenders, drinks, popcorn. Ooh, they got mini funnel cakes as well. I think the girlfriend wants a pretzel. I think I'm gonna do a little bit of a drink. So let's refuel and see what else we can find. All right, we got our snacks, and I found another reseller booth. Some cool handhelds in here. Look at Double Dragon handheld right there. Radio Shack Space Alien. Let's see what we got here. Got some sleeves of some Game Boy stuff. Tom and Jerry for $6. Speedy Gonzales. All right, let's look through some of these PlayStation 2 games. Are they individually priced?
Yeah.
Okay.
The prices are on the back.
Oh, on the back. Okay. Oh, there it is. Thank you. $8 on those Harry Potters. Dynasty Warriors. Love that. You'll love to see it. You'd love to see it at a slightly lower price. All right, Digimon World Data Squad. Let's take a look. 24 Digi-dollars. Let's slide on down here. Aw, the Super Nintendo stuff. This is pure nostalgia. Mario Preschool Fun. Illusion of Gaia. $30. $20. Man, where's the cheap stuff at this booth? Let's go. Formula One. $10 freaking dollars. Are we gonna find anything at this booth that's under $10? Let's what's something I know is cheap? Madden. $7 for Madden. There you go. We did it. We found a cheap game. Let's pick up Madden and get out of here. Just kidding. All right, quick update. I'm still looking at his stuff, and he's asked for my channel name, so I'm gonna write that down for him. But there are some cheaper Wii games. Like, I know it's nothing special to pick up like Let's Paint, but for $4, I could probably grab a few of these. Thank you, thank you. Hopefully he subscribes and isn't too upset that I said his stuff was overpriced. All right, so I pulled out 3 of your Wii games here. I pulled out 3 of the cheap ones because that's kind of my gimmick. I go for the cheap stuff. Would you do 3 for 10 on them? It would have been 12.
Yeah.
Okay, nice and easy. That's what I like. And let me know if you check out the channel.
I will.
This ought to teach you to complain about my prices, you cheap lucha prick.
Now we get to the best part of the indoor garage sale. We've got the little pony. Oh, look at that little guy or girl. What a cutie. Just eating all that straw on the ground. Oh, wow. Very vocal. I mean, I don't know how long I should stand here filming this horse, but I guess I'm just going to say, bye, bye, little Sebastian. All right, friends, just wrapped up with that massive indoor garage sale here at Ag Hall. And It is still raining and disgusting out here, but we managed to get inside and find, you know, what I would say is a nice little handful of games. Maybe more than a handful. We've actually got 2 bags of games, it looks like, and we've got a mix of stuff across a bunch of consoles. We've got some Wii stuff, we've got some PlayStation, some Xbox, a Dreamcast, and some NES goodness in the bag here, just like Wizards and Warriors, a game that I'm so hyped to play for the first time. That said, it was a little bit of a cluster. You know, there's always a ton of people in there. There's a lot of resellers, so, you know, it's really hit or miss. I did find a few tables with some decent deals and some cheap stuff, but most of what we saw in there was all reseller stuff, all priced pretty much what you would expect it to be priced at. But like I said, I managed to nab a few things. Like, I'm pretty pleased with these PlayStation 2 pickups that I got cheap. I'm sure this isn't anything too special, but yeah, I got it for like, what, $4? Something like that. So that's pretty good. As fun as it is to have picked up these 2 bags of games, I do not think it is enough. Let's get back out there in the rain. Let's get completely drenched today and see if we can soak up even more video games. Oh yeah. Well, maybe you can answer my question quickly. Do you have any video games floating around in here?
I don't know, because each vendor's individual. So each section, so if they do,
You can take a
I mean, I don't know.
All right, I appreciate that. Yeah, I pulled in, I'm like, I thought there was supposed to be a garage sale here. And I checked the number on the door, I'm like, wait, it's this building? Okay, I'll look at those in a second then.
Okay, we've got a few games here. These are $1 a piece. That's, you know, better than nothing. Got a handful of $2 games over here as well. These could be interesting to look at.
Okay.
Yeah, it was pretty windy.
So I did see a few back there. They were like $1 a piece. If I gave you cash, could I take them? Okay, perfect. Let me go grab them real quick.
I gotta see how quick they're in. So nice.
This is great though. I feel like I have the whole place to myself. There were a few there. I'll look at those in a second, but these ones here caught my eye. So it said $2 each here. So I think of these, I would grab this one and this one. So that would be 4. Let me double check these real quick.
That's all the same seller. So
Oh, it's all the same?
these,
Oh, nice. And this tote over here is only $1, so that's a little bit easier. 2. NASCAR Thunder. I can't remember if I have these NASCAR Thunder games or not. I think I do. So just $2 here. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 2 or 3 piles of games. Not too bad, considering I got here late. Well, thank you again for letting me look around, ladies. Enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. I'm glad you found something.
Yeah, me too. Thank you. All right, well, friends, it may have been gross, rainy, miserable, and disgusting out today, but we still managed to pick up games. We picked up games at that indoor ag hall garage sale, and now I've got 4 more games to talk about from that little yard sale that we managed to stop at. And you know, it's so funny. I got there and they were literally closing up. They're like, we are done. I managed to talk them into letting me look around, and I managed to talk them into letting me buy some games. Which, by the way, not to like get too off track here, but look at these cute little ducks over here. There's a whole little family of duckies. How cute is that?
They looked like little angels sleeping there. The smell was unimaginable.
But yeah, 4 more games going into the collection here. We've got Namco Museum, the Greatest Hits Edition, Volume 1. This is new to the collection. I have Volume 3. I did not have Volume 1, so I'm hyped to pick that up. That's like a... Oh, there goes one of the ducks. That's like a $10 value, I think, so pretty good getting that for $2. Oh man, there go the rest of the ducks. They're all going for a swim. People watching this are probably like, this guy has AD freaking B. But yeah, $10 value there. Paid $2 for this one. Also, it's $10 value more or less. Always nice to be picking up these Naruto games. You know, are you a fan of the Naruto series? Have you watched it, or do you play these games? I'm really curious. Let me know down in the comments. Oh my gosh, look at this freaking line of ducks right here. This is so hilarious. So hilarious and so cute. They're fans of El Dabstrero, just like I hope you are. But then we also got some filler here that I want to mention. I grabbed 2 PlayStation titles, $1 a piece, honestly, whatever. They're like $5 games, $10 games, nothing special there. I didn't have either of them, so 4 new games going into the collection, which I am pretty damn hyped about. But we are still scratching and clawing and quacking on that grind to 3,000 games. I think we're about 7 games away after today's pickups at Ag Hall and the pickups at this yard sale just now. 7 games away from 3,000. And even though it's gross and disgusting out, I think we can find some more games today. What do you think? Yeah, I think so too. Let's hit the road, see what else we can find, and hit 3,000 games in this collection. Oh yeah. All right, Dabba Maniacs, we are out and about here. We've got a break from the rain, so we have a chance to get to our 3,000 game goal. By my math, we are 6 games away from 3,000 games in the collection, so I stopped off at Nazareth Exchange, the pawn shop, the same place I picked up game number 2,000. I know this place has a ton of games, a ton of selection, so I know there's going to be a lot to look at. So let's get inside to get our next 6 games and game number 3,000 for the collection. They usually have a table of discount stuff over here, I think. Ooh, Gran Turismo for 99 cents. That is pretty cheap. I think 'cause it's all beat up. So what's in the pile here? NBA, Connect, Fit. Honestly, I can never say no to a demo disc, so for 99 cents, I'm gonna pick that up. So that's at least one. All right, let's go look at the stuff back here, baby. So I'm counting this demo disc as one of the 6 I need, so I really need to find 5 more at this point. Straight away, Virtua Fighter 2, 60 bucks, that's probably more than I want to spend. Beast Wrestler for 120, that's freaking cool. Oh, what do they got down here in the cheap pile? Some sports stuff. Batman Forever for 10 bucks, that's cool. Terminator's also jumping out at me. So from this Sega stuff, honestly, the Batman Forever is a possibility. I'm gonna keep that in mind.
Do you think it might come to that, sir? Who knows?
How are the GameCube prices looking? 65 for Smash, Hitman, Mortal Kombat, UFC.
It's $10 on Bionicle.
Bionicle, if I wanted to get Bionicle. I don't think Bionicle's one of the ones I want to pick up. That Mario handheld, that thing's freaking cool. 100 bucks for it. They also have one that looks like the Famicom right there. Oh, and there's literally the same Game Boy I saw the other day. Yes, I'm still narrowing it down. I'm working on my game collection. I'm about to hit 3,000 games, so I'm 6 away, and this is sort of like the coup de grace. I'm gonna get the final 6 here. So I picked one up from the cheap pile. I've got a Sega game in mind, so realistically I'm looking for 4 more at the moment. Actually, do you think you would be able to tell me the prices on some of the boxed Game Boy stuff over here? Because I think that could definitely be an option. Just curious on the prices on some of that stuff. Well, that one's got a big hole in it.
Yeah, I don't even know. These might just be box only. Sure.
Oh, you think it might be box only?
No, there's games in here.
Okay.
I'm not sure why they're not priced.
This one says 17 for Pac-Man. 15 for this one.
That's not our price.
Oh.
That's our price.
So what do we got there?
20 for a sealed.
That's cool that it's sealed. And that's so Raven Space Invaders. 10 bucks for this NASCAR game? Gonna get that. I'm kind of shopping by price, so like the $10 ones are speaking to me right now.
Sure. It's 20.
Any of these on that lower end as far as you can tell.
18.
Like essentially even this fishing game, if you know what this one would be.
Yeah, I'll check that out.
I guess while you're looking at that, we'll see what else we can find. So 1, 2, if I get that Sega game, that's 3, so I need 3 more. So I was gonna grab down at the bottom here, all the way on the right, you've got Batman Forever for the Genesis. Yep, you just passed it. Oh no, the whole pile fell over. And while you're back there, I was also gonna grab the Andretti Racing Sega Saturn off that shelf. Since I saw it was $5. Is everything back here for sale pretty much?
Yeah.
Can I just look at some of the box stuff back there?
The consoles aren't really for sale.
Okay. It's like this, I want to get a look at some of these box things because maybe that'll be number 6 for me. I actually just picked up Donkey Kong at a yard sale yesterday for $5 without the box.
Spoiler!
$50 on Donkey Kong, 27 on Galaga, 20 on Qbert, 20 on Tetris, 40 on Mouse Cave. We got Rambo and Air Fortress. And then I saw for the 64 stuff, I think we got 1 or 2 in there.
This Donkey Kong 64, the only one is the expansion pack.
Oh, the expansion pack, okay.
Where's it at?
It's right on the edge there. Right, yep, right. So this is one I remember playing as a demo disc forever ago. I think this is going to be it. So this is going to be my pile then. I've got Future Cop, Batman, 2 Game Boy box games, Andretti, and the demo disc. Not bad, right?
Yeah.
All right, Dabomaniac pulled off at the baseball field because we've got a home run to talk about. We have our 3,000 game pickup here, along with a bunch of other cool stuff. Way back in episode 66, we hit game number 2,000. We went to Nazareth Pawn and we picked up a bunch of cool stuff, including our 2,000th game, which was Galactic Wrestling. So I had to run it back, had to go back to Nazareth Pawn and see what else they had today, and I think we did pretty dang well, because not only did we get a bunch of random stuff, a bunch of fun stuff, a bunch of retro stuff, we got it actually at a really decent price. $5 for Andretti Racing, nothing special there, but my second Sega Saturn game in the collection. Only my second Sega Saturn game ever. We also nabbed Batman Forever for $10 for the Genesis. Super nice adding that. You know, I love picking up Genesis games, and you know, who is going to be upset about picking up a Batman game? We also grabbed for $1 freaking that awesome Underground Jam Pack demo disc. Oh! I love demo discs. I was playing them growing up. I played them all the time. I got to see so many games I never got to own just by playing demo discs. So these have a soft spot in my heart, and I'm always thrilled to be picking up another one of those. But I think the 3 highlights in here for me, the 2 boxed Game Boy games. I gotta be very careful with these. I don't want to damage them at all. Managed to get these for $10 a piece. Not, you know, we're not talking Castlevania. We're not talking something super rare here, but cardboard boxed Game Boy games do not pop up that often, and these 2 are going into the collection at a great price. So then literally any one of these, if you want, you can consider any one of these the 3,000th game, but what I'm considering the 3,000th game is what's in the bag here. This game, when I saw it, this, by the way, this is not what I set out to get today. I was like, 3,000 has to be something cardboard, it has to be something rare and retro, and then I saw Future Cop LAPD, and people are going to be looking at this like, why the heck would this be game 3,000? This makes no sense, but growing up, and this segues nicely from the demo disc discussion, growing up, I played the heck out of this game on a demo disc. It was only like a 3-minute clip of this game, but I remember playing it so dang much, literally repeating the same 3 minutes of this game over and over and over again, just because I enjoyed it so much. And, you know, as soon as I saw it in the case, that I was like, this thing has some pure nostalgia for me. It has some special meaning for me, and that makes it a perfect game 3000.
Oh, I see. Then everything is wrapped up in a neat little package. Really, I mean that. Sorry if it sounded sarcastic.
But yeah, 3,000 games in the books. We also have a bunch of other stuff to talk about from today. All those pickups from that indoor garage sale. We've got those pickups from that indoor yard sale that I managed to get at the last minute. And now the 3,000 games in the collection. So at this point, there's only one thing left to do. Head home, get all these games cleaned up and added to the collection, see what our best thrifts of the day are, and wrap this video up. Before we do that, drop me a like, hit subscribe, and leave a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about Game 3000. How do you feel about Future Cop LAPD, the Game Boy box games, all of my pickups? How do you feel about the first 3,000 games of this collection? Let me know down in the comments down below. But I am so hyped to get home, add these to the shelf, and I hope you are too. So stick around for just a few more moments. Oh yeah. All right, friends, back in the game room once again, and this time we're back here to talk about our 3,000th game as part of today's Thrifting Game Haul. Huge milestone, and without further ado, we've got Future Cop LAPD. See it there playing on the screen in the background. I think this is one of those moments where people are going to look at that and go, that's your 3,000th game? But honestly, when I saw it on the shelf, it immediately triggered all kinds of nostalgia for me. So growing up, I did not have the most massive game collection. I actually did not have a ton of games, and one of the things I absolutely loved was the official PlayStation magazine, because you would get demo discs every month and get to try a whole bunch of games that I knew I would never own. And one of the games that I used to play so dang much was Future Cop LAPD. It literally came on that demo disc, gave you like a 2-minute section of the game to play or something ridiculous like that, but I would play it over and over and over and just really loved the game. It has like mechs that you can switch into cars and then switch back to mechs, and basically you're a cop in the future. What more could you want from a video game?
This is X1 Alpha, LAPD's best weapon in the war against crime. The crime lord's edge and firepower is over. Now you've got the weapons to serve, protect, and survive.
So this one to me was pure nostalgia. It really took me back to my childhood, to sitting in the living room just going ham on a bunch of demo discs. So to me, that makes this 3,000th game pickup extremely special, and honestly, it's the first time I've ever seen Future Cop LAPD out in the wild, so I had to grab it as soon as it popped up. But if that's not your flavor, if that is not your preference, we have several other great games here that are contenders for Game 3000. Namco Museum for the Game Boy Advance, Batman Forever on the Genesis, NASCAR Racers for the Game Boy Color, and Andretti Racing on the Sega Saturn. All of these were picked up at that pawn shop just now. All of these are part of that 3,000th game haul. So literally, any way you want to slice it, you can call any one of those the 3,000th game, and I will not say otherwise. When we got there, I was thrilled to see that they had some boxed retro stuff. My Game Boy collection is so sparse. Get a look at this. This is my entire Game Boy collection in box. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 11 different games. That makes up my Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Color, Game Boy collection, all of it right here in front of you.
Will you take a look at that? Pretty pathetic, huh?
So by adding 2 more complete in-box Game Boy games, I am now able to say I have even more Game Boy games in my collection. Namco Museum, always fun to play the classics, always to remember where gaming started. And NASCAR Racers, I can't say that I really have any knowledge of this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but is this not a TV show that aired very briefly? Oh yeah, there you go. Watch on Fox Kids. I remember seeing it and not being interested in it at all. Who knew that they made a game for NASCAR Racers? Well, now we do, and now I own it.
Okay.
Something even more fun, this was in the box as well, so I got a bonus manual, so not much, but whatever. Still interesting. And speaking of interesting, we've also got 2 NES games, Wizards and Warriors and Russian Attack, a nice pile of Wii stuff. We've got some PS1 stuff and that Dreamcast web browser that I picked up at the indoor yard sale from our good friend LV Gamer. So shout out to him for giving us a hookup on some games, including Oddworld Munch's Odyssey, which is new to the collection, and that Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring game, which I did not have. So another nice addition going into the collection, especially because you know I am a huge fan of Lord of the Rings.
It is precious to me.
Closing it out here, we've got Hitch on UMD, which who the heck cares? I mean, it was $1, that's why I grabbed it. But then we've got some PS2 stuff, including Fairly Odd Parents Shadow Showdown, which looks like a lot of fun to play. I love the Fairly Odd Parents show. Very funny, very entertaining, so I assume the game is going to be more of the same. I think that just about wraps things up, though. As you can see, the credits are rolling for the game, just like they're rolling for this episode of Thrifting Throwdown. But after today's game hunt, it's going to come as no surprise to anyone. The current game total is obviously 3,000 games right now. So let's give ourselves a round of applause. I want to give you a round of applause for sticking around for 3,000 games in this collection and sticking around for 5,000 games, 10,000 games, wherever the Thrifting Throwdown series takes us. And when you're done with that round of applause, take those little hands and hit that like button on your screen because it helps to grow the channel. When people see a video with a lot of likes, they want to check it out, and hopefully this is a video that you feel is worth a lot of likes. And in addition to likes, comments are so critical because it shows engagement on the channel. It shows YouTube that people are actively engaging with the content, and that's literally all it takes to grow a YouTube channel, engagement. So I will always reply to your comments down below because you have so many witty, insightful, and funny things to say, so I love chatting with you in the comments. Be sure to drop something funny down there for me to look at today in celebration of 3,000 games. Perfect. Lastly, of course, subscribe. Please, please, please subscribe. We are fighting to 3,000 subscribers right now, just like we fought to 3,000 games. I was hoping to hit those numbers at the same time, but really we'd need a few hundred subscribers to get to that point, so I'm just gonna cross my fingers on that one and hope we get there very soon, because I'm always looking to grow this tag team.
Young people from all over the globe are joining up to fight for the future.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part.
I'm doing my part too.
They're doing their part. Are you?
As always, I like to remind you, you can follow me on social media at @LDabstroyero for all kinds of weird, wacky shenanigans behind the scenes. You get pictures of thrifts, other random stuff I see, all kinds of fun goodness on the different social media accounts. And I even have a TikTok at this point, so be sure to check me out there as well. Coming up in just a few moments is my best thrift of the day. You definitely don't want to miss that. You'll know exactly which one of these games was the best pickup of the day. Last thing I want to throw out, of the many ways you can support the channel, we have 2 ways you can support directly: by becoming a member here on YouTube and by supporting me directly on Patreon. We've got a nice little tag team of Patreon supporters right now. I haven't gotten my first member to the channel yet, so I'm looking forward to that, but I appreciate all of the support from the Little Dabomaniacs because you are the fuel that keeps these game hunts going, and I appreciate you so much. But I do think that about brings us to an end here on our massive episode 3000 with our awesome mix of retro pickups. I had a blast and I hope you did too, but sadly we're at the end and I must bid you adieu. So have a good one, and until next time, keep on thrifting. Oh yeah.
It's right on the edge there. Right there. So this is one I remember playing as a demo disc forever ago.